That's funny.
Shay Capo, like, yo, Derek, we got some PlayStation news to talk about, buddy. Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome to Scrampunks, episode 78. And Shay Capo was right. We have a lot of PlayStation news to talk about. We got some Xbox news to talk about. We got a great show lined up for you guys. What's up to Shay Capo, the real Cutlio, John Mark Louise? Yes. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for joining us early. We appreciate it. But let me talk to the panel, yo. We had some good trailers we watched today. What do you guys think about these trailers? But first off, let me say what's up to my boy MM2K. What is up, my brother?
What is up? What is up, motherfuckers? What is up? don't mind me. I'm hot. They make me turn off my fan. They said sound like you got the rhinoceros and shit, man.
Yeah, so, man. Yo, man. If you want to be on the show, man, you gotta
got your Sean voice on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, motherfucker.
No, yeah, Sean like,
I'm a good show, motherfucker.
Fuck Moss, dude.
Fuck Moss. Fuck Stadius. Fuck Stadius.
Dude.
And we have also this early. Thank you, Tip Diamond, with the $2. What up, Dirt and Panel? Hey,
what
Tip.
Up, man?
Thank you for the $2.
Yep. What up, Tip? Thank you for joining us, brother. Thank you for my Xbox brother joining us, because we got to talk about some PlayStation shit, and you might be surprised by a couple of the people's opinions, and I don't know about everybody, but so anyway, Snow Bunny, what's up, baby?
Nothing much. Just prepping to go back to work tomorrow. I'm happy. Games coming out on Friday. Teaching my mom how to use her Switch. I'm doing great.
I see.
Snow Bunny, it is time for your ass to go back to work. You got 200 and 1,300 hours in a.
No, actually, my time has gone down. I'm only at 610 right now. But because of my mom getting a Switch over the weekend, I haven't been playing as much because I've been helping her play and get used to and playing and learning how to
island.
Huh?
She only got one island on my Switch.
Yeah.
She said, my Switch is a different color. I can't tell if it's the Switch S, the Switch Lite. Is it the Switch?
No. She just needed help with like the controllers. Now she didn't learn how to take everything apart, but she still like calls me when she's playing Animal Crossing because she'll be like, I need to know how to do this again. And so yeah.
And getting herself ready for the Switch. Hey guys, we got to be on our best behavior. She can be watching the show, so no more talking about child support. You know what I'm saying? And
y'all don't know my mom that well. Y'all don't know my mama that well. She sits here and crack up at this shit, y'all.
I was twins though, Snow Bunny. I didn't realize I was twins.
We do look a lot of. That's me in 27 years.
Yeah, that's right.
That is my mama.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And they always say, if you want to know what your wife, gonna look like 20 years when I look at her mama and aunties. That's real shit.
Yep, that is. I'm her little mini me.
That's right. But hey, Tsunami, brother, thanks for joining us at the last minute. Hold on, let me say what's up to none of your business. Alex Pasha, King Reaper, Geekhead 188. What is up, y'all? Thanks for joining us. But Tsunami is here on time, y'all. Hey, what's up, Sue? All right, Sue.
Trying to catch Noah on these gaming score achievements.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be kind of hard, man. That brother be playing the game.
Shit, man.
Shit, man. Do you have a delay, Tsunami? Do you have a delay, brother?
You see, The Last of Us has made this motherfucker shut up.
Yeah.
What Nethos? What's going on with you, man?
Hey man, just chilling, playing some NBA 2K, and continuing my journey in Final Fantasy 7. I'm almost at chapter 12, so I'm getting there, over halfway. But man, we got a lot of topics to talk about. And that Last of Us, that's the goddamn game of the year 2020.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But last but not least, my homeboy Devin. What's up, Dev?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much, man. We about to talk about this Last of Us, man. So I really do
for sure. I didn't see the whole thing. I seen majority of it. I just skipped out on the last couple parts. I've just been playing some Modern Warfare today with a group of friends.
Okay, sound good.
My bad. I got a call. That was why I dipped out for a second.
Oh, it's all right, man. It's all right, but
as far as the graphics goes, it looks as good as all the other trailers, in my opinion.
Okay. All right.
Sub? That was a low key sub, wasn't it?
Quinn Plays says justice for George Floyd. Absolutely, man. That's I don't want to talk about too much stuff like that on here. But that's shit crazy.
Escapism.
I'm talking. Yeah,
man, that shit happened like right next to me, bro.
Oh, those right.
Yeah,
shit, that's your state, ain't it? I forgot to ask you about that. That's your
I'm in
state.
St. Paul, Minneapolis is the next city over, bro.
Oh shit, yeah, it's fucked up. But yeah, definitely. But let's go ahead and talk about the Last of Us 2 trailer, y'all. Look, everybody knows I'm an Xbox guy. Tsunami, Devin, Nethos once in the Blue Moon is an Xbox guy. Moss used to be an Xbox guy, but Snow Bunny, hey, the baby, she don't care about Xbox. But anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this trailer, man.
What the fuck, Xbox? Fuck Xbox.
Dude, hey, dude, fuck Xbox, dude.
Him sound mad arrow. He's like, fuck Xbox.
That's my Michael Black son. What the fuck, Xbox?
You motherfucker. Let me tell you so, you motherfucker.
Motherfucker.
The Last of Us 2, motherfucker. Fuck you, baby.
Hey, Dirt, that's how they acted in these streets, man. You got to talk. Maybe we should change it up. Maybe you talk about why is the Xbox community in a mini uproar over Last of Us 2?
Hey, I am going to talk about that because I actually want to bring up a couple of tweets of my Xbox brothers. Listen, y'all, the Last of Us 2 trailer, it looked great, man. It looked amazing. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm a big fan of the franchise. And yes, we've seen gameplay of this game before, but those last 10 minutes that we've never seen before, I see stealth games, action, survival horror, all that shit is right up my alley. Those are my favorite genres, kind of. I love those games, those type of games, and The Last of Us 2 got all of that shit. But some of my Xbox brothers, man, are kind of losing it, man. I need y'all to calm down. My Xbox brothers, calm down. The game looked great. I don't need y'all to lose y'all shit, man.
I actually want to hear this because I haven't really been on Twitter about it.
Yeah, I haven't really
been playing the game.
Yeah, I was just on Twitter, like my boy Kid Smooth saying, the game looks great. Xbox needs to show a deep dive like this, which I kind of agree with, but it's kind of looking like it takes Sony to show a great game for Xbox to realize no. Right. Sony games have been great for a while.
They've been showing trailers for this game for like a whole year. Or maybe
and it looked great. It looked great. So there are some Xbox guys. Shit, I thought I tagged it. Oh man, I lost them. But yeah, like my boy Kid Smooth saying, Xbox needs to have deep dives like this with Halo, which I kind of agree with. Have a deep dive with Halo. That would be great. I see some people saying, damn it, Xbox need to take notes. Now these are Xbox guys saying this. They're not wrong. Yeah, they're not wrong, but it's just they should have maybe
the only part I agree with that, but the only part I don't like is that he said, Inside Xbox should have been like this. They said no, Inside Xbox is always for third party. They said this before the show. Wait till July, and if they don't do it, then come at us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think even deeper than that, though, man, is I can sympathize because I've been there. I can sympathize with people that have issue with what they're getting this year. But if you was one of the people that didn't say anything when they could have done something about it, what sense does it make to say something now? Like you can only fit into one or two buckets here. Either you were someone that was disgruntled with what Xbox was doing, and back maybe in 2017, 2018, you were urging them to go a different way, or you resigned to the fact where a lot of people, and I don't want to speak for Dirt, but where Dirt may be here. Hey, look, Xbox is rebuilding. This generation is pretty much over after Gears. We're looking forward to next generation. If you were one of those people making those arguments in 2018, 2019, then 2020, shut the fuck up and wait until next generation. You can't have your cake and eat it too. And that's where these people complaining to me, they're all over the place. They don't make any sense. If you made the argument that you're waiting for next gen, then 2020 is not going to be some robust year for Xbox. Wait until next gen and shut the fuck up.
Hey, Moss, I had accepted 2 years ago.
Same thing for Stadia, Moss?
Stadia's been out for 6 months. But go ahead.
I accepted 2 years ago. I said, you know what? After Field announced all those studio acquisitions, I said, you know what? This generation is over. Right? It's over. It's over. I use an analogy in the pre-show how like a team that's shitty, they're not going to the playoffs, but they have a high draft pick, and they're like, you know what, this season is over with. Excuse me. Let's finish this season and get ready for next season. That's what Xbox is doing. They got their ass whooped. They're trying to get ready for next season, but at the same time, Sony still got a couple of great games left in this generation. And The Last of Us 2 is definitely one of those games. It looked amazing. So I think I've accepted that Xbox is done with the generation. I know some people said, look at you, how are you going to accept that? Well, look, I have a PlayStation, Xbox. I play out my multiplayer on Xbox. I'm not that crazy about the exclusives for Xbox this year besides Halo and maybe a Forza game. But you know, I do think they're going to be better in the future. But as of The Last of Us 2, hey, man, game looks great. I don't know what else to say, but Nethos, brother, what you think about it?
What do I think about like how they did State of Play today?
Yeah, and the game, like, you know, like, what did you think about?
Did you get a chance to see the game, Nethos, or no?
I got to finally watch the whole stream, and man, I always knew The Last of Us is gonna probably be like up there for Game of the Year. It's gonna be competing with Cyberpunk 2077, and I'm somebody who would probably lean towards Cyberpunk, right? But after watching that Last of Us gameplay, I don't think it's gonna lose to Cyberpunk anymore. I really don't. I think that's gonna be the 2020 Game of the Year. And Xbox fans who are saying they should take notes, they're right.
Yeah, they
For
are
all
right.
these events coming up, I would love a Halo deep dive. If Halo's going to be your trademark game, your first Halo game in a 5-year development cycle, it better have bundles of content or content coming soon after. So they absolutely should do a deep dive of Halo and dedicate a whole stream to it. I think they should be doing this moving forward. I think that's what Instant Xbox should be about. It should be about, you know, a couple of your games or a couple of third-party games and do deep dives in the vein of 20-minute, you know, episodes. Get rid of the Major Nelsons and start doing something like State of Play and what Switch does with the Treehouse. Is that what they call it?
Direct.
Nintendo Directs.
Treehouse the Directs and Treehouse Lives at E3.
So no more cringy shows. Just give me the direct content.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, like I mentioned, I thought some of the things that these guys were saying was actually true. Like a deep dive and, you know, Xbox take notes. Yes, I agree with that. But back to what Moss said, y'all was hyping everything Xbox. Like Sea of Thieves is amazing. See, you know, listen. Then at this point, you know, come on, bro. At this point, what the fuck?
I mean, are people really surprised?
At this point, what?
That 2020 looks like this, whether you like it or not. Are you really like what's dropping in 2020? You knew about this 2 years ago. So it's just that people are like, now that it's around the corner, maybe they're getting out of their fog, but it's too late. Like, it is what it is. You either were the argument, hey, Xbox is making the investment, we're willing to wait. After Gears, we know they're pretty much closing up shop early, getting ready for next gen, or you were complaining when they could have done something about it. But the thing that's driving me crazy, again, I hate to sound like a broken record, is the people complaining now that they can't do nothing about it. We're already in 2020 when they should have been complaining back in 2018. 2017 don't make any sense to me. Just it is what it is. There's no surprises.
I remember vividly, like before I go to the rest of the panel, I remember vividly Detroit Become Human announced they had like Sony came out and announced that the game would be out, you know, April, whatever it was. And I remember some Xbox guys losing their shit. I'm like, why are y'all? Hold on, wait a minute. Why are y'all losing y'all shit? This is a game you guys knew was coming, right? This is a game you guys knew was coming. So why are y'all losing y'all mind? Now, I understand saying I want Xbox to make games like this because me too. I want Xbox to make some high quality games like this. Absolutely. It doesn't have to be the same type of game, of course, but I do want them to make some high quality games. But I'm not about to lose my mind over it, man. Like, there's some genuine Xbox guys on my timeline like, yo, what the hell? Yo, what the hell? What? We see plenty of gameplay footage of The Last of Us 2, and the game has looked great from the beginning to now. So why are y'all losing your mind about it? I just don't understand that. Let me get this.
Geekhead, and then we have Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199, Geekhead. Damn right, MM2K.
That's the first time I've ever seen him.
I know that. Hey, that's the first and last time Geekhead will ever. Hey, I appreciate it, man. I'm gonna take that $1. I'm gonna stick it to my wall, Geekhead. I appreciate that.
Thank you for the $1.99, Geekhead.
Well, maybe this is immature. Maybe I'm being immature when I say this, but I think some Xbox fans, they don't like it when Sony completely stomps out Xbox in a year, right? Like, this Last of Us 2 dropping, the only thing that can compete with The Last of Us or even come close to competing is Halo, and we're not even sure if that's coming out, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't like the idea of Sony just knocking out of the park, almost going back to a 2018 type scenario. Yeah. They don't like that. And I think they're really hoping all this controversy over The Last of Us and its leaks and its narrative would really bring down the game. But after the gameplay we see today, I think that whole outrage has died even more.
That's their silly fault. I know. I think you're absolutely right, Nethos. But shame on them for believing that dumb shit. That was stupid of them. It's about the games at the end of the day, not the backroom drama. And if you're upset, if you look, Sony or masters at presentation. Who the fuck thought that The Last of Us at the end of the day wouldn't look good, that they wouldn't give it a good presentation? Right. That's a good point. Look, Last of Us was my game of show when it was shown at E3, and y'all know how I feel about Sony games. But I'm not willing to go as far, and it's okay, it's Nethos' opinion. I'm not willing to go as far as where I think it will definitely eclipse Cyberpunk. That's just my opinion, only because I know what Sony does. Sony knows how to take the best clips and put that motherfucker on top of the cake. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not going to go there yet. But what I will say is nothing happened in 2020 is surprising, except that Cyberpunk got pushed back and Marvel got pushed back. Everything else is playing out as we thought it would, right? Or am I wrong? Am I being delusional?
No, you're right.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you're right. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
I was going to say we have Geekhead 188 with the $1.99. Thank you for the $1.99, Geekhead. You still belong to the streets. Don't forget that. Thank you, Geekhead.
The streets, thanks, Geekhead. I'm going to say one more thing, like before I send it to Sue, Snow Bunny, and Tsunami. I'm sorry, Devin, Snow Bunny, and Tsunami. I think both of you guys are absolutely right, man. And Moss, who in their right mind, besides the extreme delusional blind fanboy, didn't think like The Last of Us 2 was going to look good? Who didn't think this game was going to be a Game of the Year nominee?
Exactly. Come on.
Well, if you didn't think that, this though, Dirt? How many Xbox or people who are more akin to the Xbox brand think this game got downgraded?
I haven't seen any say that.
I don't know.
I heard a couple.
No, the game hasn't got downgraded. I can't rock with that downgrade shit. I never say that. I just can't rock with it, man. I just can't. Like, if Xbox, I'm going to say this as a confident Xbox guy. When Xbox give us games to where people can say, "Oh shit, that was downgraded," or "That was upgraded," I'm not going to say nothing about any Sony game being downgraded because we don't have any games that people even talk about that. You know what I'm saying? So that's not what I'm going to do.
Can we do something real quick? Big up to Ghost of New Orleans, where he got in all caps because I don't know if he's straining on the toilet or something, but he wanted us to see this. He said they didn't put clips. It was an 8-minute straight gameplay. Can you put that up there on the screen? I want to address my homie Ghost of New Orleans. No, I like to pick on his punk ass. Put it up there, please. Yeah. Ghost of New Orleans. Let me explain something to you, brother. I know it was straight gameplay, but it's like Uncharted 2. When they showed Uncharted 2, they showed the not convoy, but the scene with the helicopter. You know what I'm saying? Or when they showed Uncharted 4, where he was hanging from Nathan Drake was hanging from the back of the truck and he's being dragged through the sand dune. They know how to make it seem like that's the entire game when it's not the entire game. Again, not saying that the game ain't still going to be stellar. It's still my game of show, and I will bet my right arm that I think it's going to be the best Naughty Dog game to date. But I'm saying that we know what Sony does. They keep doing the same formula because it works. 2020 is not a mystery. We knew this was coming. So anybody that's complaining now, y'all need a CAT scan. And please donate to the super chat because we'll put the money together to get it for you. This is not a big shock to nobody. It shouldn't be.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm really talking about. This shouldn't be a shock. This shouldn't be a shock. We knew the games were coming out. And we knew the games were going to look good. We seen Ghost in 2017. We seen The Last of Us. gameplay in 2018. We knew the shit was gonna look good, man. I don't understand the Xbox guys in the community that's crying about this. So, Tsunami, brother, what you think about it? Did you see it or?
I haven't really been on Twitter to see like which Xbox, like, do you want to name names?
No, I ain't gonna name that. I mean, you know what I said? Smooth. You know, Smooth was one of them.
Oh, okay. I mean, yeah. I mean, it's like even for me, like when I was on Z Show, I didn't say nothing bad about it. They want to come at me like I was like saying bad shit about it. I'm like, I ain't say nothing bad. What are y'all talking about?
It's no holds barred, Tsunami.
Nigga,
You know
I
how
was
we
gonna
do.
buy it.
You know how we do. We ain't got no integrity on that show, bro. You know how we do.
And so since they wanted to throw shots, I had to throw a little bit of salt in their wound. I said, hey, okay, so how many of y'all watch Game of Thrones?
I don't watch it. No.
I watched part of it.
Oh shit!
So anybody?
We got to find a new host.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Perry, man?
So anybody that watched Game of Thrones, the entire series was fucking awesome, but the way it ended was trash.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, Z, do you watch Game of Thrones? Like, yeah. I said, you like Game of Thrones? I said, did you see the ending? He said, yeah. I said, did it tank that for you? He said, yeah. I said, okay then. All I was saying, as far as my criticisms of the game is, I said, hopefully the narrative doesn't take away from the game. That's always what I've said. I've never said anything about how, you know, how the game plays and, you know, how deep the game is. No, I said, I don't want the narrative to take away from the game. And it's the same thing with Game of Thrones. The ending took away from the best show of all time for the first 7 seasons. It took away that from me. So if they can stick the landing with the story, then I don't have any complaints about it. But that was my only thing. I'm saying, okay, I hope the story doesn't fuck it up. So when they were trying to come at me, I was like, I've never said I wasn't gonna buy the game. I've never said the game looked bad. Like, y'all trying to put words in my mouth. Y'all have a W. Y'all trying to look for the only person on the panel that's here that's an Xbox, and they try to hand it to me. I said, you better relax.
Just because you're an Xbox guy.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's fanboyism. You know, extreme. The other day we're talking about extreme ponies. Extreme Xbox is gonna be the same way. Like, they hate to see the other side shine, regardless of how great something is. So they're gonna downplay, you know, good or bad on either side. So, you know, I don't know. People are weird.
Yeah. So yeah, like I don't know. Ghost keep on saying the leaks ain't real. I don't know if they're real or not, but shit.
Well,
like
they did mention something that the leaks did say about, you know, certain things, and once they revealed the locale, that kind of was another notch in the leak, you know, being correct.
Yeah. I always say you still got to play the game, man. You know, you got to play the game.
And that gameplay looked phenomenal. Ain't no, you know, despite what everybody's opinion is, that gameplay looked good.
Yeah,
especially for a Naughty Dog game.
It looks fun.
And hopefully, like according to Z, you know, he said the first one was boring to him, so you know maybe the pacing, you know, is a little better.
Yeah, me
like
too.
That.
Me too. I couldn't get through it. I didn't dog it, but I was like, no, this ain't. See, these story-driven games.
I'm pretty sure you can cherry pick certain events in the game to look awesome, and then if the game is, you know, mostly mundane, then it's not going to have the right kind of pacing that it's portraying. So hopefully, you know, it's not as, you know, quote unquote as boring as the first one.
I don't know, but there's a lot to do in that game from what they were showing today. Like how like if you can traverse into different parts of the game and have whole different missions and all that. I don't know. I think this is going to be like the best Naughty Dog game ever.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I agree with that.
Hey, Snow Bunny, baby, I know you like you didn't see it, did you?
I saw it. I saw part of it.
What you think?
It looks good.
All right, honey.
I mean, it's not like it looks good, but it's not my type of game.
Right.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Okay. Hey, yo, Ghost, you can tell like that shit definitely gonna be the longest Naughty Dog game. You can just tell. You can just tell. Yeah. Like the first Last of Us was about 25 hours, maybe 20 hours. I beat it like 3 times. It's about 20. I say about 20, 25 hours. This one like is definitely gonna be over 30. Definitely.
Yeah, Sony's doing a good job, I think, in threading the needle between going full games as a service opposed to just making their games longer and structuring them.
They have made them longer, yeah.
To structure them to where they can really apply more DLC. If you notice that, what they call that, new game plus or all that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
give a little replayability.
Because they realize that games as a service ain't their forte, so they're doing like a little hybrid, which I think is cool, and maybe it'll come to fruition this time better with Last of Us 2. We'll see.
And Moss, that's a good point because they don't do games as a service, like you said. That's not their strength. But they have made their games, their single player games, longer throughout the generation. If you think about, like some of the earlier games, even though it wasn't first party, but a game like The Order, 1887, what in the 18, whatever. That shit, I swear that shit was 45 minutes long. I swear it was. Like maybe like 4 or 5 hours. That was short. It had no replayability. Just that. Even though I thought the game was okay, but you're right. But then the game like Days Gone, which was too long. It was too long, but like
Death Stranding.
Yeah, I heard Death Stranding. Like, need to tell you about that. So you're right about that. They have made their games more long,
and I do expect Ghost of Tsushima to be long too.
Yeah, shit. He already said it's going to be like between 30 and 60 hours or something. Shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. So, Devin, my Xbox brother, did you see the gameplay? Oh, you say you saw it. Like, did I ask you already?
No,
about it yet.
I know you say you saw it, but you couldn't.
I said the gameplay looks fun, and as far as graphics goes, the graphics look pretty good. It's just as far as we'll have to see on the story dialogue.
Yeah.
Because of the leaks, don't know if that's true or not, but I feel like if all of it wasn't true, they would have came out and said that, and they didn't. So we're gonna
said you got to play it for yourself. So that's
yeah.
Yeah,
but then again, if it is all true and you spend $60, a lot of people might be salty about that too. But can't knock it till you try it.
I noticed that of course the PlayStation YouTube channel, they still have the they still have the likes and dislikes, disabled. But I went to some other websites and there was still a lot of dislikes, but not as much as before. So all of that shit, all of the hate they were getting, all that shit gonna die down real soon. Let me see.
And did you hear what is it? The Middle East Bandit?
The Middle East Bandit.
Who the fuck is that?
Like they banned the game.
Oh yeah.
I thought he said Middle East Bandit. I said, who the fuck is that? I was about to go lock my door shit.
Middle East Bandit.
Yeah, I saw it and I was already expecting that to happen. So it's not because you got to think about the context of the game and the structure of that country, like the story wise. They wouldn't allow something like that in there.
And it is kind of violent too. It is definitely violent.
Well, the violent part.
Oh, they don't care about the violence. Yeah, they don't care about that.
But I'm still kind of shocked that Australia banned We Happy Few, but they're allowing Cyberpunk in. So
yeah, that is shocking.
Maybe because like we Happy Few was about drugs, man. That shit was about getting high.
But Cyberpunk already said they're having drugs references in it, and you'll see you being able to use drugs and
We
stuff.
Happy Few was about drugs though.
Yeah, that was the whole story is about drugs, joy. So IGN, they have 4.3 upvotes and 1,000 dislikes, which 1,000 is still a lot to me for a Naughty Dog game.
Oh yeah.
So I still think some people still tripping a little bit. But so yeah, there's still some dislikes, but at the end of the day, man, when this shit drop, it's gonna sell like hotcakes. It's gonna sell like hotcakes. People gonna love it. It's gonna get about 94 Metacritic. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit that was going on like a month and a half ago, all that shit gonna be null and void. Watch what I say. But I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, y'all, we got anything else about this?
Stick the landing. So.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. Good topic. We was on that shit for 30 minutes, but we're still about to talk about Sony now, y'all. Next week, June 3rd, we heard the rumor for a few weeks that PlayStation is going to have their show to show off some games on June the 4th. But Jason Schreier, that's Moss' boy, he came out and said, "Hey, June 3rd. And usually, I'm sorry, but usually when he says some shit, it turns out true.
Yeah.
And so June 3rd is next Wednesday.
Jason Schreier.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't he the one that said Xbox development was behind?
He doesn't have Microsoft Connects, but he does have Sony Connects.
Oh.
Okay.
Did he say that?
Okay. Yeah,
He
he's
didn't
the one that
say
said
that,
Microsoft
but
is miles behind PlayStation 4 in development. Next thing you know, Xbox is goddamn done.
Okay, well, maybe he's right 98% of the time.
Well,
His
we know
PlayStation
our
Connect's better.
vetted insider, right? Who you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
He says Jason Schreier just doesn't have any Xbox Connects, but his Sony Connects, those are legit.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, so they're having a show next Wednesday, June 3rd. Now, rumor has it they're going to have more shows throughout the summer, so this one might not be as big, well, maybe it will be, but they're going to show some games, maybe some multiplats. I'm assuming since Xbox messed up a couple weeks ago, they won't do what Xbox did. Say a lot of new gameplay if they're not going to show gameplay. But I'm assuming they're going to show bigger multiplats than Xbox did, because I thought Xbox show was okay, but they didn't have big multiplats or big games. They had some smaller games. They look.
It's like your indie section of the E3.
Yeah, but they look
so
great. Like,
that's
those
all
indie
gone.
games, those games look great.
Medium.
Like those games look great. But maybe PlayStation's going to have some more known, from bigger studios. But we will see what happens next week. But guys, what are you guys expecting now? As an Xbox guy, I'm thinking they're going to be praised no matter what, right? The only thing that wasn't praised was the Mark Sony thing, and I don't think PlayStation fanboys could like cap for that shit, that boring shit. But this is going to be praised no matter what. So what do you guys think they're going to show? I definitely think Horizon Zero Dawn 2 might be there. I think that might be the only big game there next week, because they are going to have some more shows throughout the summer, according to Jason Schreier. So
You don't think they're going to show Call of Duty?
Does Activision? I don't know. Like they got their own show.
I don't know.
No, I don't know. No, Activision don't. They normally don't do anything during E3 time anyway. They usually just let them a third party show their shit. So
well, last year they took. Didn't Activision take Sony's spot at E3 last year?
Was it Activision?
I don't remember them having their own show.
Yeah, I don't think they had their own show.
Who took Sony's spot last year?
Nobody.
No, yeah, it was somebody who took their spot
Was
in
it Ubisoft?
E3.
I think it was Enix.
Square
Yeah,
Enix.
there we go. Square Enix. Yeah.
They don't always have a show. I thought they always have a show.
I don't remember.
I know Ubisoft always has a show.
games.
EA always has a show.
Square Enix doesn't make that much, so I don't think they usually have a show.
They had in the past. They're not this year though.
Yeah.
Normally it's like Ubisoft, Bethesda, EA, the Devolver, and then smaller shows in between. But the big ones, those are the big four.
Yeah. So that's right, Activision. Yeah. So Call of Duty might be there. You're right. Maybe that will be there. But I definitely feel that Horizon Zero 2 will be there. What's the name? Horizon Zero Dawn 2 will be there. I really feel that. But everything else, like Ghost said, you think Ratchet and Clank might be there, Godfall, Quantum Error. I don't know. But like I said, they do have more shows this year. They ain't gonna show everything on their first show. So what do you guys think about that? Me too. Tsunami, whoever.
I mean, didn't they have that list that somebody showed us of expected PS5 games, and it was all third party?
Hey, yeah, that's a topic actually.
Okay, no, wait.
That's actually a topic, because I saw people hyping it up, saying, "No, hold on, man." But yeah, we'll talk about that later. But Lucas, what you think about, bro? Do you think
think about what?
About the show next Wednesday, about the PlayStation?
Oh, okay. I imagine the show next Wednesday might be the big reveal. So hopefully when they're doing the big reveal, they do the bigger games like you were saying earlier, and hopefully they have a good show. But I don't know, man. Are they going to be showing the console and the price? That's the real question.
I will make a prediction right now. No and no. I don't think they're going to show the console or the price. I think that's coming later.
Oh yeah, they said what, August?
Yeah, like that's a rumor. August is going to be the time they're going to show off the console, the physical console. So yeah, so I definitely don't think they're going to show off that console next week. So
yeah, because like Microsoft and Sony are like in a weird game of like who's going to show their price first. That's all it's coming down to. Sony wants Microsoft to show their price first, and Microsoft wants Sony to show their price first.
Right.
They're both really seeing are they going 500? That's all they're really looking at.
Did you see the thing Sean posted in WBG about the Series S?
Oh yeah. Shit was Sega. I don't know about all that.
Yeah, that shit was crazy. Talking about the Lockhart, the Series S stands for Sega. I was like, what?
Yeah, that was that's some foolishness right there.
Yeah, Sean didn't say it, but somebody else did.
Yeah. Well, Sean didn't say it, but yeah, somebody said, "Huh? Nah, I ain't rocking with this."
Like Dreamcast 2. Like,
yeah,
what?
Nah, I ain't rocking with that one. Hey, what you think, Moss? About the show?
Now, is it for clarification? Is it stated that they're going to have multiple shows? Like this June show is going to be the first of multiple shows, or
yeah, that's what Jason Schreier said. Jason. Okay. Yeah, they're going to have more than one show.
Okay, yeah, then I'm with you on that. This show is they're looking at what Xbox did, and they're going to try to one up Xbox. They're probably going to try to run up on the one up Xbox and continue off the success, I guess you can say, of this showcase. You know what I'm saying? And the likely success of Last of Us 2. You know what I mean? When that drops. So I expect them to show games. We'll talk about it later. A good portion of them are going to be multi-plat games, and I think that's okay. There's nothing wrong with it being multi-plat. I think what the problem was is that when Xbox did it, they were indie multi-plat, so majority. Yeah. So they were good-looking indie games, but they weren't the usher in the next generation type of multi-plats. Right. And where if Sony can show the usher in the next generation type of multi-plats, I think that's a win for them. I think even more surprising is that I saw in that we'll talk about it. I saw that Assassin's Creed Valhalla was one of them. Isn't Valhalla isn't the marketing rights?
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
Yeah, the marketing rights is 100%.
Like what the fuck was going? Like Phil, what's going on here, man? I hope Phil wasn't sitting there like all of them.
It was on the cover of the magazine. I don't know if show it on a show next week, which I doubt they will.
But they got a marketing thing. Like you would hope that they would seal that up, because you sure as hell ain't having a PlayStation marketing right game on an Xbox magazine. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, exactly. Yeah, but no, it'll be interesting, and I'm with you, Dirk. I don't think they're not showing. Look, all this, I'm still under the 10-hole full hat. What's it? My man Alex Jones from what's that crazy ass show you used to have? InfoWars. I got my Alex Jones 10-full hat on. Yeah, motherfucker. Look, they're not showing. All this holdback was due to the price. They are very scared of the price of the Xbox Series X. They're shook about it.
Yeah, they are.
Nethos talked about some other stuff too, which I believe is true too, about some infighting and stuff like that. But I think that at the top of it is the price. They are not going to show that price. They're playing a game of chicken on who's going to show that price first. Expect that in the second show, along with, like you said, the showcase of what the box is going to look like.
All right. We got a super chat from my fellow WBG brother, WBG brother, R&B the third with the $5. You got it, baby.
Yes. Thank you, R&B the third, for the $5. Had to defend my client Zoo in court from these filthy ponies today. Will this be Sony's show 3 out of 100? Jeffrey Keighley SummerSlam is trash. We bleed green.
We bleed green, baby. Hey,
R&B, I hope you do a better job here than you did on Z's show. Tsunami should fire your ass and sue you for the job that you did there. He had to defend his own selfish.
Hey, R&B made a good point, because like Sony's after they canceled E3, they said they was having 100 shows.
yeah, they stepped into that one. They stepped into that one.
They having 100 shows. So,
well, we have to think about it this way. So the cost of getting the material for the PlayStation 5 is about $450, meaning if you go at $400, I don't know, either you're making slim profit or no profit. And Microsoft, it sounds like they're really aiming to go $500. So I don't know, man. If Sony gets lucky, Microsoft goes $600. I think Sony can sit comfortably at that $500 mark, but they just don't know.
I don't think
Microsoft do that though.
Yeah,
and I think they're really terrified of going the same price and being weaker.
Yeah,
it's gonna be the same. I think it's gonna be the same.
I don't think they want that.
Yeah. But I don't know if they're gonna take that loss. I don't know if they're gonna take that loss, Steve. I think Sony will be fine launching at 500 as well as the Xbox Series X because people are gonna buy the PlayStation 5, man. I think they'll be fine.
Yeah, but like, let's say they're both 500, and then there's also a cheaper Xbox at 300 on top of that.
Yeah,
that's what Microsoft's trying to bank on.
That's one heck of a predicament. Only Sony could really fight against that. If it was Microsoft, they'd be dead in the water.
Right.
So here's hoping.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, Devin, what you think about it, man?
As far as the show, or
the show next week, do you think they're gonna have a great show next week?
I would expect it to be a great show. I would expect them to show some exclusives, and if they are going out with a bunch of third parties also, then I'm excited to see the third parties.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, me too, man.
And if they show third party, like you said, hopefully they're big third party games, because I can look at it and I'll be like, man, if it looks amazing on PS5, it's gonna look even better on Xbox.
Right.
And if the multiplats. So yeah, I'm excited to see it.
Hey, bro, that's what I'm running with. If they show some great third party, I'm running with that. It's gonna be better on the Xbox Series X, baby.
All the fucking ponies ran with it on the Xbox show. Oh my god, they're showing PS5 games. So I'm gonna do the same shit.
Until the show wasn't really all
that shit looks so good. It looks so good on PS5. It's gonna look better on Xbox. That's why I'm smacking people all show long.
Hey man, wasn't it funny? They was hyping the show up like, well, these are going to be games running on the PS5 also, but like till the show wasn't really all that, and they stopped claiming that shit. Oh, Xbox is trash, I'm like, okay.
And they also said, like 3 or 4 of those are going to be exclusive, and they were like, oh.
Right. Just shit. Snow Bunny, so what you think about that PlayStation show next week?
Well, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Right now, like I said, the way gaming and everything is right now, it's hard to say anything. It might be a bunch of third parties. They might come out with a show just like Xbox did with third party indie games.
Yeah.
When you say third party, that opens up a whole huge can of worms.
Yeah, and you can't specify indie games, or else that kind of like puts down indie games. You know
diminishes.
What I mean?
That's a whole
diminishes
other
them.
thing.
Yeah, exactly. And there is it says 38. That can't all be AAA games. I'll say that. And there's no way that's all. AAA games.
Wait a minute. They're saying they're going to be announcing 38 games.
No,
it's a function of 38 games, right?
No, that
they just said the 38 games coming to the PS5.
Yeah. So like, some of them are already announced, obviously.
Right.
So basically, what they're doing is pulling an Xbox, showing a whole bunch of games, and we don't know what level games they are. Think about when Xbox did that with E3s. Oh, we're naming 54 games. We're showing 54 games as world exclusive games.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Would you call the medium a AA? I think it'll be a triple.
I mean, it's by the same developers as Blair Witch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're AA.
Yeah, but it looks way better than that.
Yeah,
I mean, but do you see what I mean? So we don't know we don't know. We'll see what happens.
Was the term AAA more of a
It's about budget.
It's about budget, but I doubt that small studio would get a AAA budget to do anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it's still a good thing that next gen AA's will look like AAA's because the advancements in hardware.
Yeah,
and
actually,
like
I wanted to go on that, Tsunami. So, like, as technology moves forward, obviously things become cheaper and things like are just different. So, like, I remember, me and Moss were on the Best Damn podcast, and somebody said, "Well, Alan Wake was a AA game everybody loved," and we were confused because we said that's a AAA game, obviously, right? But to be fair, if you would make an Alan Wake today, that just might be a AA game.
Yeah, that would be a
like,
AA
that might not
game.
even require a AAA budget.
Right.
I mean, it all depends upon where the current technology is at the time, and the actual budget. The budget to make an Alan Wake today would be pennies on the dollar that it was years ago.
That's what I was saying. Is crazy. Like indie games going into this next generation look amazing. So I mean, everything above that is going to be mind blowing.
Yeah, and that's why I like the show personally, because like if they're doing this with indie games, there's gonna be one hell of a generation potentially.
Exactly.
Yeah, like the game I look at that's just like perfectly a AAA looking game, but it's a double A. It's fucking Plague's Tale.
Oh my god, great game, made by 45 people. Great game.
Hey, wasn't Death Stranding an indie game?
Man, fuck Death Stranding.
No, but look at the graphics in that game. Yeah, the game might be boring as shit, but the graphics in that game, it looks fucking amazing.
Yeah.
No, Death Stranding wasn't an indie game. The shit. As a matter of fact, I think that's what got Sean Layton.
AAA game.
Yeah, that's what got Sean Layton, Jazzy Jeff off the porch. How much development time and money that shit bled.
Get your ass
out of here. He got
I did not see any of that new regime even tweet out that fucking game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that game like it was expensive and it didn't sell worth of shit.
Look, I mean, I could argue it has AA like mechanics at times with
hell yeah,
just walking, but no, that was a full AAA budget. They got like actors and shit going for that.
That shit got double B mechanics.
Hey, it's what's the guy named Nibellion? Nibellion. Yeah, so he also said that the focus will be next gen games running on PS5 hardware. That's a shot thrown to Microsoft. But Sony said, yeah, we plan on showing shit running on the PS5. Definitely a shot thrown to Xbox. But he also said, don't expect details on price or an exact date. Next event is State of Play scheduled for early August. Focuses on next gen and current gen game. Yeah, that's been a rumor that they're not going to show anything else about the actual console in August.
Hey, look, I'm putting on my Alex Jones hat again. You motherfuckers. Clip this. Somebody clip this.
Can we see the fucking console already?
I'm not sold that next gen consoles are coming out this year.
I've been saying that since August. I mean, not August.
We have some Xbox.
They're coming out.
I'm not sold, man.
I've been saying that since February. I didn't think once everything hit. I've been saying that since February that next gen might get delayed.
And I think they know it, but they're not going. They're not going to let it.
I think this is the tug of war, man.
Who was it that came out and somebody said, "Oh, delays on Xbox and PlayStation," and the guy was like, "Do you know something I don't?" And then the guy corrected and said, "Delays on PlayStation, Xbox, something."
Because I have a news story about something Phil Spencer said about the Xbox Series X.
Yeah,
that Xbox is coming out,
and then also they have the take homes already. Like the employees have to take homes at this point.
You can get prototypes.
That's different. Yeah,
you can get prototypes. Yeah, they had prototypes last year.
Not a prototype, but take home is more like ready to go.
But there's a difference between that and like full production. That's a very different. The Xbox is definitely coming out this year, and I think the PlayStation is definitely coming out this year. This is the fallout of a tug-of war. Like at Moss, I know you're in the camp that is convinced that PS5 is going to be $400, but I think they really want a $500 price tag. They would not be going this long without announcing their shit.
I think
they really want a $500
price tag. Next week, it would have been next week, or like 2 weeks from now. I'm gonna say.
Them motherfuckers are saying they prayers and eating their vitamins like Hulk Hogan every night, hoping that Xbox Series X dropping $600. Yeah, they want that $500 price tag. Yeah, but I think they're leery about it if the Series X is $500 too.
Exactly. They want Microsoft to announce the Series X at $600. Like that's what they're praying for.
Exactly. They're praying for 600. Then PlayStation come out 500. Just playing Xbox is 500 too. Like,
you can't even do that because like you would get all your retailers mad as fuck if you did that.
No, I'm just fucking around.
But no, it sounds like Microsoft's really gunning for that 500. So Sony's gonna, and that's their internal fight. Are they going 400 or 500? They've been fighting about this.
Mm-hmm. But like, remember, that's what Bloomberg. That was a Bloomberg article that said that. Hey, Sony is fighting. They don't want to. Yeah, but they want that shit to be 500. But like Neff said, if it's 500, the Series X is 500, and it's the weaker console, I think it would be fine for them. But And
then did you hear about the rumors about the staggered release dates that has been going around YouTube
about the Xbox Series X and what?
Series S?
Yeah. I heard.
Is that a topic or not?
That's not a topic, but I have something.
All right,
I sent you the Bloomberg report.
Just real quick. So I think Rand, I don't know if it was on his channel
DM?
or if it was the no, it wasn't DM. It was like he had made a YouTube video about it.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And he was speculating that they're gonna stagger the releases because if they're making parts and stuff, they might not have all the parts for both. So if they made the Series X and then they made the Series S, they said they possibly would stagger it. And seeing as how Xbox has basically kind of been ready to go since they put it in the YouTubers' hands, they said they can start making them and those will be ready before the Series S. And to jump ahead of PlayStation, they might be doing September. But Corona happened, so they're thinking maybe October, and then during holiday for Black Friday is when they released the Series X. And then one person took it and put in their video, another person took in their video. So now you got to think like Spawn Wave, taking Rand's video and like saying, yeah, Randall Thor said da-da-da-da. And like I think even on RDX, he's like, I don't know, this is just my stuff. These are just my thoughts and guesses about what it could be. I mean, I talked to a couple of people that they have some kind of clout, and then everybody else is like, yeah. So he doesn't want to toot his own horn, but Rand knows people. So when Rand says something, it kind of means something.
Hey, so the thing with Rand, he even admitted sometimes he said it's his prediction, but sometimes he knows. He even admitted that. Sometimes he knows, act like it's a prediction. Yeah.
So, yeah, like that Horizon news.
And then the other part about it is everybody, Horizon. And everybody tried to beat his legs, but he was right. Like Rand, when he knows something, it's coming from somebody that knows something.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm just
they went too far when they were trying to beat his legs, man. Yeah, they deserve that fucking L when they were trying to beat his legs. But what I want to ask is what Tsunami just said there. So, do you think if the Series S comes out this year, both the Series X and Series S are launching coinciding, or is it going to be staggered?
And we also have a super chat.
I hope they're doing like graphics cards.
Staggered, and how so after we pay this chat?
Okay, we have Vaughn V with the $1.99. Thank you for the $1.99. Shout out to the panel showing support. Thank you, Vaughn V.
Thank you, Vaughn.
Thank you. Thanks, Vaughn. I mean, that's the same Vaughn.
Yeah, Vaughn Lamont.
Is that Vaughn Lamont?
I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Hey, Vaughn, is Batman vs. Superman a good movie? That'll show you. All right. But what do you guys think? Do you think the Series X comes out first and an October release date, and Series S in November? What do you think?
Same day. I think same day.
I think staggered, mainly because of the parts being ready.
Why would they release same day? My bad.
Because they need the options on the same day. They need the options there from day one.
I don't know. Maybe kind of having two launches. That might be smart. But what do you think, Moss?
It's going to be smart because, listen, you jump the PlayStation with your first box, and then you release the same day with your second box. So it's like kicking them in the nuts twice.
And imagine the same day you release as a PlayStation, you have a cheaper box than them. It become like a PS3 versus a Wii again.
Okay, Nev. Okay, so you just got me with that one. So you're saying that is drop the Xbox Series X maybe a month before the PS5, and then on the same day as the PS5.
Yes.
Or that week.
And then it's gonna be $200.
That does make sense.
Cheaper. And
I'm with. Yeah, I'm actually with Tsunami. I don't know if Tsunami and Nethos was. I know, but Mark just said, clip this shit. Clip all this shit. I agree with Tsunami. Look, the 500 or the Series X rather is for the hardcore that wants to buy this shit as soon as it's available. The Series S is for somebody that's interested in getting into next generation, but they ain't that die hard. So it makes sense to stagger it because you then make it more sensible to make a clear-cut message to your hardcore, grab that Series X day one, and then they can grab the Series S. I mean, then the Series S can be available for those on the fence,
Or the
at a
people that
later
want both
time.
systems, but they don't want to invest that much in Xbox.
Exactly. And goes into my tinfoil hat before. There's look, I can't say much. There's production issues that could possibly be a hindrance on both sides. Okay. I know Bloomberg had said something about PlayStation, but there are certain parts that are necessary for both consoles. So it would make sense that if they are coming out this year, that they stagger them to defeat that whole void. You know what I'm saying? That's why I agree with Steve.
Certain parts they share with phones. So like it's not, and that's when iPhones launch and in Galaxy Notes launch.
So
exactly.
That's
a big timing for. So if Xbox said, okay, we're going to release ours in September, October, we can kind of jump ahead of the production problems we might have had, and also we can get the rush for holiday season for Black Friday and shit like that. So
yeah, this is all predictions, so we're not saying this concrete, of course. But yeah, but I mean, just think about it. You could potentially recreate Holiday 2006. Remember when the PS3 and Wii launched the same week or same day or whatever, and the Wii fucking kicked the PS3's ass on that Black Friday? You could potentially recreate that. It depends on Microsoft how aggressive they are. That's all it depends on.
And then here's two more reasons why I think it's still possible. The pre-order page is already up. It hasn't gone live for pre-orders, but the page is up already. Xbox, PlayStation's isn't. And then two, Cyberpunk is coming out in September. And I think to launch with it day and date, Cyberpunk would be kind of awesome. So I don't know.
Yeah, especially because you're probably not going to have Halo that early anymore.
Yeah.
Like, that might have been the original plan, but I highly doubt that's going to happen anymore.
Yeah, I think Halo's going to happen, around November.
September now?
Yeah, it's going to have to be November, December.
I don't know. You guys might be surprised. Okay, so we got anything else about this? Man, you guys done with this topic, or you want to move on?
I think we covered it pretty well.
Yeah, we covered it. So let me say this before we move on to.
Oh wait. Also, but this is just a quick note. They also dropping all those next gen PC graphics cards too, so that could be another hindrance. But yeah, continue.
Oh, okay. So next thing is next thing I want to talk about is our boy Phil Spencer. I thought I had the article. I don't seem to have it. But anyway, so Phil said that the Xbox Series X is not going to have a shortage. They're going to be ready worldwide. They're going to be able to release it worldwide. Now, he didn't say this.
Same day, too.
Yeah, yep, the same day. Now, he didn't confirm if it was in production, but the rumor is it's in production right now. The Xbox Series X is in production, and he said the hardware. Yeah, and he said the hardware is going to be ready. They're going to have enough, no shortages at launch, whenever launch is going to be. So, Mars, back to you, because you said you're not sure they're going to come out this year. And I feel saying this isn't some article from some dude, his prediction. Phil Spencer himself has said they're going to be ready and they're going to have more than enough Xbox Series X's at launch. So, how do you feel about that, man?
That's the plan. Everybody look, of course, COVID is the number one reason why I said that we got to be just somewhat cautious here. Everybody is operating normally as planned. I'm not trying to get political here. We had everybody from Bill Gates, people that may not agree philosophically with the president, that is urging him to get things chucking and rolling. The market is reacting to it. They're expecting things to get chucking and rolling. However, if you look at the scientific side of it, from what I understand, a lot of manufacturers have been talking to the scientific side of it. They are concerned, and there's a high possibility that things might come to a halt again. I'm not trying to be Debbie Downer, but I'm just saying that that's why I got my tinfoil hat on. So hold on. Let me finish this point. Hold on. Let me finish this point. So what Phil Spencer, the people at PlayStation, the people at the company I'm affiliated with, everybody's moving with the contingency plans that they have, that everything is going to be business as usual. If things come to a halt, and them things are made, but then Wuhan comes back, them shits is sitting at docks. That's all I'm saying. So Phil ain't lying. I don't think Phil's lying. I'm not saying they're getting things churned out. I'm just saying at the time schedule that they plan to have it out, there is a possibility that things can go sour again and they can't deliver stuff. So, and I'm somebody that has had to get things from China that has seen what has happened. So I'm just throwing that out there. That's why I said what I said. But I'm sorry, go ahead, Tsunami.
What I'm saying, it says, you said when Wuhan comes back, you should never left.
If it spikes up again, if
it's already spiking, it's not slowing down.
No, like, it's slowed down. Well, if you look at this,
the pace is slowing down, but the numbers are still as high as they've ever been. Like the amount of people that have it is still up. It hasn't gone up as fast, but it's still going up.
No, in China, like, we're talking about in China. Like the stuff is being made in China, and the places where the stuff is being produced. As long as they feel it's safe there, it'll come back. But then there's fears, like there's that one territory in China, and then I think it was another territory in Japan. In Asia, in the proximity where the stuff is being produced, they're seeing spikes again. Then they're worried that if there's spikes here again, because we're letting people out, and some may believe it's too early, that as we travel, we're going to help create another outbreak. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about it's about the state of affairs in China where the stuff is being created.
No, my whole point was I don't think they give a fuck. That was my point. I think people are going to reopen and they're going to put. You see that we're opening reading right now.
That's now, brother. This is just now. Yeah, this is just.
You're seeing spikes of everywhere that reopened.
Like, well, 14 states. No. To be fair, no. I get what you're saying, and they
don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck.
I get what you're saying. I agree with the sentiment. It's like, fuck it. You know, people say, what do y'all care more about, dying or the economy? So I'm with you there. I'm just saying right now at stage one, you got to remember several months ago, we were saying that this was a hoax. Remember, I hate to rip the scab off, but people was like, only 5 people died in Boston. Y'all need to get off the bullshit. Only to several weeks later, it become a full-fledged pandemic. So what I'm saying now is, while we're like, well, things are spiking up now and things are still moving, we say that now it's still early. It's only spiked in 14 states here. But if it spikes in more states than that, and then we start traveling and start spreading it elsewhere again, it could be a different story. That's all I'm saying.
Spiked in 14 states because that's the 14 states that opened.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm just saying. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And people, like, did people stop making Nikes? Nike's is still getting built. They still dropping Nikes. China doesn't give a fuck. They're gonna keep. They want that money. So they're going to say, okay, this is protective measures for our workers. We'll test them, but they need to come to work.
Yeah, I look. Let me read what Phil said. Yeah, go ahead. Let me
read Phil said. He said, in our supply chain, we feel good about the hardware side, said Spencer. Feels like we'll be able to get enough units. And we're pretty committed, as we've talked about, to a worldwide launch, which regretfully we didn't do with the Xbox One. So that's where the quote come from, was that Reggie Fils-Aimé interview. So
yeah. And to that,
and he did point out, and he did point out too. He said he's not even worried about the hardware or even the software of this year. It's about the 2021 stuff that he's the most concerned about. So, like, if he's already telling me he's concerned, that means that I would think that he would also tell if he's concerned about stuff that's happening this year too. So if he's
but the key word there was
year, then I think it's pretty safe that he already knows, the amounts they'll have.
Yeah, we got to be careful because there's a lot of corporate doublespeak there, and I'm not blaming Phil.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. He's saying he feels.
Yeah.
There's no definite in that.
If my manager comes to me and says, "Hey, Moss, I need you to go out here. I need you to reassure consumer confidence because our plan A is for us to move ahead, but I want y'all to know that plan B, there's a 60% chance that we might have to activate the plan B, but don't let nobody know that." I mean, those are the conversations that are held in the boardroom. I'm going to go out there and say what Phil said because he's only doing his job. What I'm saying is, on top of that, is him feeling comfortable.
Phil was like, "Ain't no plan B."
and him feeling comfortable, first and foremost, never believe that any VP, no matter how bright their smile is being 100% transparent with you. Their job is to make you feel comfortable, number one. Number two, I don't blame Phil for what he said because he is right. The production is ramping up. But the point I'm trying to make is the distribution. There are things I know. There are businesses that are looking for stuff from that area, from China, integral stuff, and they can't get it. Like for instance, when we sent all those masks and stuff over to China, and we was like, "Oh, we want some of that shit back. We need them masks." We just started getting them back. You know what I'm saying? They completely shut down the China deliveries from China. I know from experience. I know people business-wise from experience that's suffered that shutdown. And what I'm saying is that from what I'm hearing, there's a large possibility that despite what they're able to produce, that shutdown of deliveries could happen again. Just a possibility.
And R&B the third with the $2. Thank you, R&B the third. Can't stay inside forever. When is enough too much?
I'm with you on that one.
And then didn't they mention something about Xbox having a different, manufacturing like place, like outside of Foxconn or something like that?
I don't recall that.
I think they have a location in Brazil, but I don't think the location in Brazil could churn out the demand that they're looking for.
Right.
No, I think it's somewhere else in Asia, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, we'll see. All right, y'all ready to move on to the next topic?
Mm-hmm.
We got a couple more small topics before we get to do you give a shit? So we alluded to this earlier, talking about PlayStation Magazine. They have a nice little article about the PlayStation 5 upcoming games, and it has 38 next gen games for the PS5. Now, can you guys see the screen? Is it big enough?
You're gonna have to zoom in if you're trying to see the games on there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Full plus.
Oh, that's Tom Warren. He blocked me. Oh, I forgot what he looked like.
Oh shit, he blocked you. Damn. So you guys see the cover with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which is marketed by Xbox, but
which is pretty fucking weird to be on there.
Yeah, so what? Pay me, bitch. That's what Sony said. That's like blurry on my end. I can't even see the shit on my end. So all of these games, I saw some PlayStation.
Click on it. You have to click on it, I think.
Yeah, I just did, but it's like I still.
But then you got to.
Yeah,
you guys see that?
Control plus.
Oh, that's right. Control plus. That's right. My boy Sue told my black ass. Oh, that shit ain't working, cuz.
Damn.
It's making everything else big, but not the damn article. Well, anyway, I'll read the game. So some of these games, well, all of these games look to be like pretty much multiplayer except for two. A Rat's Quest, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Battlefield 6, a game called Chorus, a game called Dauntless, Dirt 5.
Battlefield 6?
Yeah.
That's real?
Yeah.
Holy
It's
shit.
going to come out next year.
Oh, I was hoping it was going to be Bad Company 3, but all right, Battlefield 6.
Yeah, Dauntless, Dirt 5, Dragon Age 4, Dying Light 2, FIFA 21, Godfall, which could be possibly a timed exclusive, but who knows? Gothic Remake, Madden Trash 1, Microman, Moonray, NHL 21. This is Nith, Infinity Reborn, Observer System Redux, Outriders, Path of Exile 2, Psych Hotel, and Quantum Error.
Oh, that's way better show than an Xbox already.
Now this is not that. Hold on. This is just this magazine talk about next gen games, first gameplay and screens. They're talking about this is just the magazine article. This is not necessarily the show they're going to have next week. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just talking about these games that's upcoming, which is of course a bunch of multiplayer. But I saw some ponies like, oh shit, 38 games, take that, you Xbox. Hold on, bro, the fucking multiplats. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, they pulled the same thing Microsoft did.
They did, baby.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, look at E3 when Microsoft got up here talking about, we're going to announce 54 games, and they all ended up being fucking multiplats.
Hey,
my thing is
You out of
You're
line.
going to sit up here. No. I'm not saying this in as a negative way. What I'm saying is they're hyping up this show with the 38 multiplats.
Well, that's just the show. That's not the show. That's just a magazine article.
The magazine article. Okay, never mind.
But hey, Bullets, no money. You out of line.
No, I wasn't saying it in a negative way. My thing is you're going to sit up here and shit on Xbox for their fans doing the same thing, but yet you're sitting here doing it yourself.
That's right.
That's on a daily basis, Bunny.
No, that's what I'm saying is I wasn't saying it in a negative light. It's just that keep the same fucking energy and stop being hypocrites.
You motherfucker. You motherfuckers.
That's right, Snookums. Tell them niggas.
hey, some of them games even come in the stadium.
You a clown, bro.
I hope my wife is standing behind me. Hold on.
Hey, shit, yeah.
What the hell you talking to?
Snookums.
I was like, Devin, babe. I'm talking to Devin.
This is how we talk to each other. It's a European thing.
See, I don't know about your podcast. If you just call it Devin Snookums.
Some weird podcast going on.
Yeah, you gonna have to shut that laptop.
That's his Xbox name. That's his Xbox name.
Hey, you know, my wife would say, "I'm gonna leave you, bitch." Motherfucker.
You bitch.
Oh man, say anyway, hey Ghost, you're right. That was A-Dub trolling. I know the so you know exactly who I was talking about.
Yeah.
All right, y'all, it's time. It's time for, you know, I say this every week. Tsunami's favorite time of the show. It's time for Do You Give a Shit? Do you give a shit? All right, everybody. The first Do You Give a Shit topic is Quantic Dream. Do you guys know Quantic Dream?
Yeah.
Did Detroit become human?
Absolutely. You know, that's why you're so smart. That's why I'm crazy about you. Yes, they did. Detroit become human.
And Heavy Rain, didn't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Now name one more game for them, and I'm gonna cash after you $10.
No, I just remember those two.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they said that they're
Didn't they do Alan Wake too?
No,
I forgot.
That was Remedy, sir.
Yeah, that was
Remedy, sir.
Oh yeah. Okay, my bad.
So
you
they
was wrong, motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up. So they said they're gonna have some upcoming news really soon about exciting new projects. Now, if everybody forgot, they used to specifically do first party, well, not first party, but exclusives for Sony. Their last 4 games was Sony first party. Stop saying first party. Sony exclusive games. But a couple years ago, I think 2018, they say we can't do Sony exclusives anymore. So now their future games are multi-plats. Beyond Two Souls was another one. You're right, Ghost. I was assuming nobody knew that. So do you guys give a shit about Quantic Dream is going to announce some new information soon?
No.
Not really.
I'm interested. I mean, I'm not super interested, but you know, anytime you have more options, you know, to play more games, you know.
I mean, I'm interested in games, I guess.
I'll be interested to see what the games are and where they are.
The same vein.
Yeah, exactly. Like what platforms they're on, I'm interested in that. But other than that, if they're not on the platform that I'm choosing, then I don't give a shit.
Well, I do. Because I love Quantic Dream games.
Who the fuck is a Quantic Dream? What the fuck is a Quantic Dream?
I'm just saying, I do. I just really do like their games. I'm just being honest. So, Nethers, do you give a shit?
No.
Flat out. No.
Devin, so you said you care, but you don't.
I mean, I'll check it out when they show the stuff. But other than that, I mean, I'm not really like super excited about it or anything.
Okay.
I'll check it out, and I'm not gonna lose my shit until then. If I lose my shit, because I got too many other games I want right now.
Don't hold your breath, Bunny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
All right, well, move on to the next topic. You guys are silly. So, The Last of Us 2 seemingly has been banned in the Middle East. Now, this is a do you give a shit question, but it's also a are you surprised question. MM2K, are you surprised by this? And do you give a shit that The Last of Us 2 seemingly has been banned in the Middle East?
I don't give a shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hey.
No, I'm not surprised, but I don't give a shit because I am going to play it here. It's, whatever. I play games because of the fantasy of them. I don't use games as political speeches, and I don't.
You have fantasies in games.
Pause.
Hey, man.
Dream daddies, right?
Look, you can't pause that. One of the top games the last couple of years was Final Fantasy 15, so I think I'm safe. And then one of the top games this year is a Final Fantasy remake.
Oh shit!
It's that's what they do in that territory, and that's fine. But I don't care. But I'm not surprised. When I saw it, I was like, oh, you damn Skippy is going to get banned. So
right. Okay, so is anybody else do anybody else give a shit or are they surprised?
Not surprised.
I guess my only other question is what other games have been banned, or is this like a rarity?
That's a good question. I'm not sure.
I think any game that shows like homosexuality has probably been banned there due to religious.
Can I say something?
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing.
I'm going to say this. Let me say this because I hate. My father is African, and when people talk about Africa, they act like it's one little neighborhood with 3 huts. But the Middle East is made up of several countries. Yeah, Manhattan country. Yeah, it's made up of several countries. Like when they say the Middle East, I don't think that's a right description because there's Middle Eastern countries where they don't give a shit about that. Honestly, they don't care. They're not all monolithic.
I had heard that it was the UAE though. That was the only part. Yeah, I heard it was. Okay. I heard it wasn't that was banned in the Middle East, but I heard it was banned in the UAE.
No, and what I heard, the article that I read said it's banned in the Middle East. You know what I'm saying? Which I don't think that's accurate. So whoever wrote that article, you need to be a little bit more descriptive. You're talking about the Middle East like it's a neighborhood next to Joey John's Rib Shack or some shit like that. No, it's made up of different countries to give us the specific territory where it's fucking banned.
So are they basically saying Muslims?
That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to do. That's what they're trying to say.
Okay.
Yeah, because the one person I saw on Twitter who actually lives there, he said they've banned it in the UAE, and because he wanted to get The Last of Us 2, but it's been banned, and people were asking him what part was he in, and he said he was in the UAE.
What does UAE stand for?
United Arab Emirates.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I always thought that was the airline.
I know. I didn't have a clue what the acronym
was for. God damn.
I have a clue what the acronym was about.
Hey, y'all was afraid to ask. I had to do it.
I was trying to act like I knew they were still.
Of course.
Hey, only time I seen Emirates is on a soccer jersey, and I knew it was a fucking airplane.
I was about to say, hey, now you and me, like that's that shit they throw like to stop all the like electronic stuff, right? No, that's
I'm trying to put together in my head.
That's the EMP, right? Right. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the next topic about do you give us who you give a shit. I kept on saying who you give a shit. Do you give a shit? So Take-Two currently plans to spend twice as much on marketing in the fiscal year 2020
GTA
for April 2023 to March 2024 relative to any other year over the next half decade. The $89 million marketing spend is likely for GTA 6. The last time they spent this much money on marketing was for Red Dead Redemption 2. So 2023, possibly GTA 6 is coming. Do you guys give a shit?
Yes.
No.
Of course. GTA.
GTA, yeah, it's a big game.
Hell yeah, I love GTA 5. That's the first GTA game I beat. But all GTA games are great, and I am extremely excited for 6. Whatever they do with 6.
Remember we used to get 2, 3 a gen?
Any of the GTA games?
You say what?
Yeah, Rockstar just moved to one big game a generation.
No, they didn't. Technically, this gen didn't have one.
Red Dead Redemption?
Red Dead
Redemption.
No, I'm talking about GTA.
No, it's Rockstar.
Yeah, you said Rockstar having one big game.
This will be the first gen that doesn't have a new GTA
it is.
game. Yeah.
Right.
So,
yeah, they ain't.
They used to come out. They used to come out every couple of years back on PS2.
But everybody just keeps playing GTA 5. Like legit,
Yeah.
people think they won't even make a single player. I don't think that at all. I think it's going to be just like GTA 5. It's going to have an expansive single player campaign, and of course, that online's going to live on forever.
Yeah, there's already leaks about like locale and shit like that.
In fact, I don't even know how they're going to transfer people from GTA 5 online to GTA 6 online.
Exactly,
Even that's going to be a big hurdle.
They're gonna give them a plane where they can fly over to the new one.
They have to do something like that.
Right.
That would be a cool idea,
Shit.
to be honest with you.
I mean, what if Rockstar goes and kills everybody? And they don't have to do this, by the way. But what if they go and kill everybody in the game and just make GTA Online like just by itself a free-to-play game? I mean, that would fucking murder everything.
So you saying like have like some type of nuclear bomb or something in the game, kill everybody?
No. He means kill everybody in the market, like Fortnite.
Yeah, like you know how Fortnite's a free-to-play game that's killing everything. What if you just do GTA Online a free-to-play game?
Yeah, like Warzone and shit. Like that.
Yeah, it'll be over.
I mean, they don't even have to do it. It's already over. People buy that shit anyways. But
yeah. Oh yeah, they would kill you. I'm sorry.
I don't think they would do that though.
They're not. They're not.
I think they're going to make it as accessible to spend more money with us.
Yeah.
But that would be crazy though if you just did a standalone GTA Online free-to-play game. Oh man, it's over.
I don't think they have to.
They don't at all. That's what I said.
Yeah, GTA sells so well anyway.
APB.
But hey, COD sells so well too, but they did it.
Yeah, but that's just for Warzone. It's not just trying to get you to buy the rest of the game almost.
I mean, see, but they could do that with GTA 6. They could just have the campaign, for $60
but to be fair, there's
online for free.
There's one part of the community that only plays single player, another part that mainly plays multiplayer. So, I mean, who knows?
Right, because I never touched the multiplayer at all in GTA.
Yeah.
Really? Oh man, you missed out on the whole game then.
Yeah, I heard it was dope. I
See what Ghost said. Hit the like button, bro. It's free. Come on.
It's free. Hey guys, it's free. Just hit the fucking like button, eh? Don't fucking play around me, eh? So the next topic is so I remember hearing some PlayStation guys saying the Silent Hill thing. So Dead by Daylight has a Silent Hill DLC. Now, what does that mean to you guys? Does that mean that
Silent Hill's on the way back?
Well, see, that's how I was asking. I'm seeing some guys say, well, that doesn't mean Silent Hill is on the way back. But I remember some of them same guys saying that Sony had an exclusive deal with Konami for Silent Hill.
They might, but I'm thinking it's just marketing. I'm leaning more towards marketing.
It doesn't mean shit about a new Silent Hill game. It's just another villain in the game.
That's just random though, right? Actually, wait, hold on. A new Silent Hill game is confirmed though.
They add a whole bunch of shit to that game.
Yeah. Konami confirmed they are working on a Silent Hill game. They said they had plans for Silent Hill.
This is just to make the person how like Capcom did the Resident Evil games, just remake it, make it look good.
Well, honestly, you can reboot it at this point because who the fuck remembers Silent Hill anymore? Like legit, I don't remember Silent Hill in the 360 generation at all.
All I remember is Pyramid Head. That's all I remember.
It was there,
Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
And I remember I watched the movie. And I don't
what game was it?
Silent Hill 4: The Room was on the 360.
Bro, I don't even remember that fucking game. And there was no Silent Hill, and maybe a remaster for this generation too.
Silent Hill Homecoming, and also Silent Hill is one where the guy like broke out of prison, or well not broke out of prison, but you was a prisoner. I can't remember the name of it, but they said it was ass. Silent Hill something. So it was like 3 of them on, and plus they had the whole part 1, 2, and 3.
Was that Downpour?
Downpour. That's it. Downpour. Silent Hill Downpour.
But hey, what was that game? Dead by Daylight. The base game's in Game Pass. Shout out to Game Pass.
I saw you put that on Twitter, like, hey, it's a Game Pass.
Pyramid Head is in that game though. That's dope.
I imagine it's a DLC you have to buy. I don't really know how that works, but I know the base game's in Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta buy like the DLC. Like
I know I'm buying that DLC though. I can't wait to play that.
Yeah. Alex Boss, what's up, brother? He said remaster old GTA games out of sell like hotcakes. If they remaster San Andreas, brother.
Oh
yeah. Yeah, I would sell like hotcakes. Because I was playing it the other day, actually, and that shit.
They did remaster it though for this gen.
Yeah, that shit will still look like ass.
Yeah, they kind of.
Oh
like,
yeah,
they
I
just
mean,
made
we
it
want a
BC.
remake.
No, they didn't remaster it. They just like made it BC.
Oh yeah, that's what they did. But yeah, they need to just
360
remake
version.
it. But like, I think Rockstar, they just make the big single player game, and all they do is just focus on online after that part. Like they should just make a whole studio just for GTA Online at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a bunch of employees. So yeah, man, it's crazy. Sure. All right, let's move on. Games with gold. So what should they do with games with gold, guys? Because they got some pretty bad games in there.
I forgot about games with gold.
Look, hold on. And this is where we can get Moss back into the show. We roast Stadia, right? Like Stadia is trash at times, but whatever. It's Stadia. Stadia shits on games with gold. Stadia is shitting on games with gold. I'm not even going to PlayStation. We know PlayStation is better, but Stadia is shitting on games with gold. Come on.
Hey, listen, both sides have been like releasing dog shit ass free games.
And Moss, where did you go?
I got Game Pass. I don't give a fuck about games.
I don't listen to this blasphemy. I don't pay attention to this blasphemy from you motherfuckers. No.
But he was praising Stadia, weren't you?
Yeah.
Not really. It was a backhanded compliment.
Exactly. Yes. The motherfucker.
Come on, Stadia shitting on games with gold. Like, what are we doing?
Oh no, here's why. I'm gonna be fair to Xbox. I'm gonna throw Xbox a bone. Look, Xbox has Game Pass. Game Pass is their de facto the marketing strategy. Numero uno, they want you to go to Game Pass. Why would I cannibalize myself of Game Pass and give you good games for free if my ultimate goal is to get you off a regular Xbox Live and get you on Game Pass Ultimate? So it makes sense. I you know what?
Even Sony's giving good games. And God damn, these are trash.
But this month.
But Sony doesn't
on PlayStation podcast.
But Sony isn't. But Sony doesn't have a equivalent right at this moment to Game Pass. Watch when PlayStation Now goes day and day. Watch that shit.
It's heading that way. Look at their past months. It's either been first party games, which you don't lose money on because they own them, or dog shit games. And then I heard they took out like other games for other games also recently too. And people were upset about that. Like they were saying, you can tell this going that direction because they don't want to pay for these games if they're going to be putting them on the service. And Xbox has to pay for games with gold, or they can pay for the games to go to Game Pass. So they're saying, well, I might as well put it in my service and make you get Game Pass. You want the game? Come to my service.
Stadia's and PlayStation's main model is that we're going to give you a couple of free games every month model and claim them. That's their main model. Xbox's main model is Game Pass. Whether it works or not, it'll true to be seen. But it doesn't make. Really, I'm surprised they still stuck with it this long. They need to just stop fucking with our emotions and just get rid of the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they're just playing game. You know, maybe they're going to wait until enough.
You'd have to do a price drop, I think, if you get rid of it at this point.
Yeah,
and then True Witty with the $2. Thank you, True Witty. Hold. Why do I pay for Game Pass and DLC I don't own games for?
What?
So what he's asking is, why does he pay for Game Pass and then have to purchase download DLC that he don't own the games for?
That's up to you, player.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point of the
you don't have to do that.
Yeah, the game is part of the service. That the DLC isn't. DLC is
what
extra.
I will say though is that for Game Pass Ultimate, which we keep forgetting, Game Pass Ultimate is like Uplay Plus. If you get Game Pass Ultimate, you get the Ultimate edition of everything, where you don't have to. If it's an Xbox
that's the fucked up part. You don't.
Oh, you don't.
Yes, you
I thought.
Yeah, only Gears 5 did that. That's it.
No, every Xbox game, not.
I thought every Xbox game did that. Yeah, all first party games did that. I thought, yeah.
So you're gonna get the Ultimate Edition of Forza?
Yeah, I believe so. I think that's why they were. I mean, not to start any shit, but I think that's why they were jumping on K Mega's case because he was going to buy the Ultimate Edition,
and he pay for a Game Pass.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, speaking of K Mega, Z just threatened him again.
I saw that shit.
Hey, Z just threatened him again, man. Hey, shout out to K Mega, man. We always threaten him, man. He said you will pay for it. So K Mega said, I would rather pay my house than watch the Last of Us 2 trailer. Don't at me. Z said you will pay for these words and you will repent for your sins. You play countless hours of bleeding ass.
He's gonna keep crying up there because he does one game of 2K.
He said, "Hey yo, hold on, is it? Hey yo, big man, you better cross the street when you see me at the Broadband Billy, so you will get called."
Oh shit! Hey damn, Needles. I guess we got suit up.
Time to go into battle.
Exactly.
He forever threatening K Mega, man.
Oh,
Shout out to K Mega, man.
I want to throw this out there because I was doing a Division 2 stream, and not that Z needs me to do this, like, or that he gives a fuck, but I know he gets the toxic thing thrown at him. But we were like, who said this, y'all? It was Maximus Codis, the homie on Twitter, right? He said, before y'all start calling people toxic, understand that there are people that grew up in the roast culture. And I grew up in it too. My uncles.
Me too, brother.
If they liked you, man, they ripped on you. I knew when I brought somebody over, if they didn't like the motherfucker, if they ain't start ripping on them. And that's the way to break down walls, you know what I'm saying? And get people so they can really see the true you, so everybody's comfortable and you can be real and be you. So that's just the culture that people grew up in. Y'all done grew up in cultures that people ain't used to. There's a lot of cultures that people grew up in where their side, the backhanded compliments and shit like that, like Neethles gave Stadia, the backhanded compliments and stuff like that people don't appreciate. But I think it's just, we got to understand that people grew up in different cultures. They don't necessarily mean anything by it all the time. And Z's one of the kindest guys that you could come across, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a good guy. So when he does this, that's because deep down inside, he might kill me for saying this. He likes K Mega. I mean, he just fucking with it. He just fucking with it. You know what I'm saying?
He forever threaten him.
He just fucking with K Mega. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Yeah. And then True Witty with the $2 again. Thank you, True Witty, for the $2. No, you wrong. I got Game Pass Ultimate and got to pay for Forza Horizon 4 DLC.
Oh,
yeah, that was before.
Yeah, Game Pass Ultimate. Yeah, I think now it's
Game Pass Ultimate didn't exist back then.
Because didn't Mike? Yeah, exactly. Didn't Mike Ybarra make that announcement? I think Mike Ybarra made that announcement. Did you get the Ultimate Edition with Game Pass Ultimate?
Yeah. Yes. Forza 4 came out almost 3 years ago. 2 years ago. 2 years ago.
Hey, True Witty, brother, how you doing, man? Cause look, man, True Witty having issues, man. His boy, his cousin or something messed up his PS4, so he's forced to play his Xbox, and only his Xbox, man. He ain't too happy about that. He ain't too happy about it. Oh man.
Did he overheat?
No. He said his like cousin cut his cord or some shit.
So the airplane finally landed.
Oh damn.
Damn, Devin. God damn.
Yo, we got a couple more.
He's finally grounded.
Oh, but one more thing about Game Pass. Those perks are awesome. They give pretty good perks though. So if you want to recoup some of your money, some of them games, like 2K, they have a couple, free bundles they give you. I think it's like 15,000 VC for 2 different things. So it's like 30,000 VC.
Are you talking about the perks? Yeah,
the perks.
So whatever.
And then they have like Spotify for 3 months free. 6 months. Okay, 6 months. Then they have some little
they have
some DLC, but
a Discord thing too.
They had Discord Nitro. So I want to see how that grows too, because when the new perks come up, I'll be like, what's new? So it's just a little extra nod,
with the Fantasy Star Online shit, they give you a bunch of stuff for that too with the perks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And those cost a lot. Like when I saw the price for regular, I was like $50. Okay, I'm not playing this game, but I will claim it.
God damn. They get shit too.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all. There's a couple more topics on Do You Give a Shit? So Mafia 3, right? You know, they have this whole little Mafia 2 Definitive Edition. They're remastering Mafia 1, and they say Mafia 3 Definitive Edition. I can't talk tonight, shit. Well, anyway, the game looks like ass. I said, damn, why does this game look so damn bad? And come to find out, the PS4 Pro and Xbox One X enhancements, for some reason, was removed. So the game is running at 900p.
Oh, no.
For what game? Mafia?
Mafia 3 Definitive Edition. This is supposed to be the Definitive Edition, and the shit looks ass.
And it kind of
lazy devs.
No, I'm gonna tell you what happened.
I don't think it's lazy. I think something happened. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what happened because this, believe it or not, I had to tell the Stadia community to take a chill pill because these motherfuckers almost had an aneurysm that Mafia 2 wasn't dropping day and date there on Stadia. And here's what it looks like that happened. Everybody was supposed to get the Mafia trilogy, which was all 3 of the games, 2 remastered, 1 remake, in August. 2K did a cash grab. They said, shit, motherfuckers is buying and playing more games because they can't get out because of COVID. We're gonna put 2 out early. And then they tried to blame COVID on the reason why they couldn't do it for Epic and Stadia. Come to find out, the shit is so fucked up that they was like, no. So they figured they could get away with putting it on PlayStation and Xbox, and they'll just patch it up later. So that's why everything's so fucked up right now. It's
even more fucked up because Mafia 3, right? Believe it or not, at one point it had an enhancement or whatever for the Xbox One X. But with the recent patch, they took away the enhancement. It just looks worse now.
Yeah, I think it's clear
they brought that shit down to like 1080p or some shit.
I think it's clear they definitely listening because I definitely said that.
Yeah.
And we have
like
also True.
My bad.
We have True Witty with another $2. Thank you, True Witty. Still pissed, but I found a cable that the reward's okay.
What does that mean?
He found a cord for his PS4.
He found a cord for whatever was the issue, and then I guess he's saying that the rewards are okay with Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, I don't know. Nethos might have a W. It might just. I could have sworn Mike Ybarra made an announcement on that.
I think all it was for Gears 5. I think that was it.
No, he said all games. I believe what he said. Once Ultimate came out, from now on you get the Ultimate versions. Like it didn't retroactive. I don't believe, but like
true.
Yeah. Like I'm pretty sure when Halo comes out, you get the Ultimate version of Halo.
I don't know if that's true.
So that just shows you Xbox ain't putting out games because we still don't know.
Yeah, we don't have.
No, they haven't done an Ultimate Edition. Typically, Ultimate Edition is DLC type shit, but there hasn't really been games that have DLC.
I don't remember like Forza having it or anything like that. They came out with the Lego DLC shit. Like you got to pay for all that stuff.
Charging up to the Ultimate.
Yeah. So Moss is looking up. So Moss, you saying
I'm looking.
Well,
I'm trying.
I know because I remember. I know I bought mine separately because it came out the year before. Like Horizon came out the year before Ultimate came out.
Yeah, I'm trying to snatch this victory from Nethos. It's looking like I could have sworn though. I could have sworn I heard Mike Ybarra say it, but you know we'll let him have it.
Yeah, man, let him have it, man.
We'll see if when Halo comes out if it's Ultimate or not.
Yeah. All right. So last topic on who do you give a shit is June 24th. Guess what? Big time AAA multi-platform game is going to show us some gameplay footage, y'all. Thanks for guessing.
June 24th?
Yep. They came out and said they're going to have some gameplay footage for everybody to see. The game is coming out this year. They've been kind of quiet. And I'm hyped for the game. Some people not so hyped for it. I think it looks good. But the Avengers, Marvel Avengers, is having some gameplay on June 24th. I guess they're going to show like a mission or something. So do you guys give a shit about Marvel's Avengers?
Yes, because I want to see if it looked better than last time.
If it's good, I care. I mean, if it looks like dog shit, I ain't finna buy it. So if it looks good and it looks fun, yeah, I'm interested in the what they're going to show.
Right.
The Stadia warrior in me wants me to say yes because it's coming day and date. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not moved by that game. It just ain't doing it for
Hey,
me.
hey, repeat the Stadia slogan again. We were there for the ones who what how ago?
The Stadia warrior and me. And I said, we are warriors. Hey, that's my time.
I'm talking about the Stadia initiative.
Oh, hey, look, man. Fuck you. Okay, fuck you, motherfucker.
The Avengers
fuck you, motherfucker. You son of a bitch. That was exclusive content, motherfucker.
I thought that's why you wanted it. You was like, yeah, because you know.
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I'm so old and hot right now. I'm not even putting two and two together. Hell yeah.
Also, shit is getting serious.
Hey, I can't. I just can't, man. I'm sorry, y'all. Don't kick me out of the community, motherfucker. Don't kick me out. I'm just not.
Kick you the fuck out, Moss. You get the fuck out.
Kick me the fuck out. I need a home.
Speaking of Sean, I'm about to call Sean.
Don't call Sean.
Don't call Sean. Don't call that motherfucker. This motherfucker, god damn. Holy shit, he ain't got no chill. I'm going to call all these motherfuckers asshole son of a bitches.
Dude, fuck Moss, dude.
He called Black Panther.
Black Panther.
Geekhead 188 with the 199. Thank you for the 199. MM2K is sent for Stadia.
Oh, that's horrible. That's horrible, Geekhead. You can keep that dollar. You can keep that dollar, brother. You can keep that dollar. I ain't putting that motherfucker on my wall.
Hey, yeah, but Sean, like every episode of WBG, he had told me, dude, I'm gonna try to call you something different every time, dude. So last week he was like, what's up? I was like, oh shit. I was like, oh man. So yeah, that's it, y'all. Snow Bunny. Hey yo, baby.
What's that?
Do you have any Nintendo news?
I haven't really been online to monitor anything. I don't think I could tell you is Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Xenoblade Chronicles 1, the definitive edition, is dropping Friday along with XCOM, Borderlands collection, and what is that other collection? BioShock collection, all dropping on the Switch on Friday.
That Xenoblade's definitive, it was running number one for video, I believe.
They got some pretty good like Metacritic too,
right? They're saying it got higher than the original one that was on the Wii. I haven't, like I said, I've been dealing with my mom and helping her out, so I haven't been able to keep up with anything.
Did that score higher than Skyward Sword?
I think it's at a 90.
I don't know what Skyward Sword is at, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah. I'm sorry. Yes, something else.
Oh no! But that's what I'm saying. All those games are dropping on Friday, so some people's wallets are about to get ripped.
Yeah, Freddie Fox. Yeah. Hey, Heath Stevens. Yeah, man. Honestly, I think Microsoft is paying attention. They are paying attention. I really feel that. I really do think they're paying attention. They're like, okay, maybe we should do this for this game. Or, Halo is the one game that's a definite candidate because it comes out this year. So.
And then we have Geekhead 188 with the 499. Question for the panel: does MM2K belong to the streets or under the streets?
I'm married. No, thank you. That's like a proposition. Goddamn, Geekhead. What's going on, man? Oh shit.
Thank you for the 499.
They said, does he belong to the streets or under the sheets?
Oh, the story's to be told, not to be sold. I ain't for sale, motherfucker. No, I'm just. I'm just playing with you, Geek ain't cutting up.
Yeah. So that's it, y'all. That's all I have for today's show. So that's it, man. So like, what do you guys got up? Neff, what do you got up, man? All right, Neff. You know what, Neff? I appreciate you.
Neff, that's perfect, bro. That's perfect, bro.
I appreciate everything, Neff. You're
stand-up guy, Neff.
That was great.
That was great, Neff.
You're a stand-up motherfucker.
Yeah, Neff.
So eloquent. Well stated.
These are so elegant.
It's so elegant. He said so elegant. Man, G4, thank you, brother. Heath Steven, man. They said Heath Steven sound like Miss Chalet, which he ain't singing.
Oh shit.
Something in my heart. All right, I know some of y'all young guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about. But Davin, brother, what's going on with you?
Dr. Dre's ex-girl.
Yeah.
Get back to this gaming.
What you talking about? Heath, you can't believe the Minecraft Dungeon got a 7 out of 10. Well, so you thought it would be a 10 out of 10? I'm just saying, brother.
I feel like the score doesn't matter because it's Minecraft and kids.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Like,
It's a kids. It's
gonna
mainly
buy
for
that shit
kids.
for their kids. Yeah, kids eat that.
They
shit.
said they wanted to make it accessible and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
It's running top 5 on every console type shit, so it'll make money regardless.
Yeah, especially on the Switch.
Right, especially on the Switch. So, what you playing, Snow Bunny?
I'm watching the trailer for Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition.
Oh, okay. All
It's
right,
on my Switch under my news tab. I can watch different shit like this. Looks pretty damn good.
Yeah, it does.
I just hope they got rid of them. I didn't like one of the Xenoblades on the Wii because you had to use motion controls for it.
Yeah, them how we use them damn motion control. That shit so 2006.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that they got rid. And then I had heard that the 3DS version was better because you didn't have the motion controls with the 3DS version. So I'm hoping they don't have motion controls with this one.
Right. Okay. So like, what you got going on? You got to go on things. So you doing the PlayStation Legion Sunday? Like, how was this past Sunday? Was it good?
I wasn't even there. I was helping my mom. Remember, my mom is like addicted to Animal Crossing. So she got. Let's see. She got her Switch on Saturday. We spent 5 hours Saturday playing Animal Crossing, all day Sunday playing Animal Crossing, all day Monday playing Animal Crossing. Yesterday we spent like majority of the day playing Animal Crossing, and today she's been on Animal Crossing most of the day. So I was at her house the whole weekend.
You know, made her degenerate.
She okay with that though. Like I said, she went out. We were shocked we were able to find a Switch.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
But we went into Walmart and they had 3 Switches, and by the time I went and told her that they had Switch, they had sold one. So within a span of 20 minutes, they sold 2 of the 3 Switches, hers and somebody else's. And they were out of Animal Crossing, so then we had to go to GameStop, and they only had 1 copy of Animal Crossing left. So yeah, I was at her house all this past weekend, and the weekend before. So I missed PlayStation Legion for 2 weeks in a row.
Oh, okay, good for you.
Congratulations.
I can't get jiggy with that shit.
Yeah, so like I said, Mom is like really loving Animal Crossing. She's having a lot of fun. She's actually saying that she might branch out and try some more games on the Switch.
Okay, I got a game.
And my mom is. And my mom is, when I say she's the most casual as fuck gamer, before she bought her Switch, she would only play free-to-play games on her iPad.
Oh, so that's everybody, mama, though.
Huh? Yeah, so she was playing free-to-play games on her iPad, but she went out and got a Switch, so she's thinking about branching out and doing like some of her hidden object games that she likes to play.
See, you know what? Hey, quarantine.
Your mom probably
quarantine started
remastered on that.
No. Like I said, I was like, Mom, why didn't you decide to get Animal Crossing a month ago? I just wasn't feeling jiggy with it. And then when I told her, who the hell is it? Danny Trejo. I said, Mom, Danny Trejo's playing Animal Crossing. She was like, what? She said, he's older than me. I said, yeah, he's playing Animal Crossing. She was like, okay, let's go get a Switch. I think I can handle it. I said, okay, Mom. And then she's declared war on me.
Oh, no.
You declare war?
She has said that my island is a palatial estate in the Beverly Hills, while her island is in the ghetto slums of Harlem, and that she cannot and she will not stand for that. So this is war that she's going to have to get her island looking better than mine.
Come steal your flowers.
Gentrified, regentrification. Take Harlem back.
I cannot believe like your mom's is in Harlem.
That's what she said. She said you up here in this palatial ass estate in the middle of fucking Beverly Hills, and that's how she said it. And then she said, and then my ass over here in the slums of fucking Harlem with my little trash ass island. She said, I can't. She said, this is war. I will not stand for this. And then True Witty with the $2. Thank you for the $2. Naughty Dog took shots at Xbox with the Ice Cube song, Last of Us 2.
What Ice Cube song did they play?
They was playing. Today was a good day. I heard it, and it was like the part where Ellie was crawling and
Hey, you saw the motherfucker, the Asian lady that she killed. Playing the fucking Vita. She played the fucking Vita.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, that battery should be long dead.
You want to talk about something that's dead?
Oh, there it is. What? Man, come on, man. I know, man. You don't forget about it. Yeah, but yeah, definitely had the Ice Cube song playing. Today was a good day. Like when Ellie was crawling in the vents. Oh, you're talking about the Vita, yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the game looks pretty good, man. I'm excited for it, and it's only like maybe 3.5 weeks away. That's really kind of got me excited about it. So, yeah, man. So
it's fun, man. If anybody wants to buy it,
I played on PS. I played on PS5.
And Rain 4. I don't. Switch will probably never have a game that look as good as The Last of Us 2, but it's whatever because that game doesn't interest me anyway.
Yeah, that's right, baby. You let them know. Let them know. Oh yeah, we are about to get out of here. Let me holler at my people. I hollered at Tsunami, didn't I? I hollered at Devin.
Nah, you didn't holler at me, but fuck it, whatever. Nah. What's it called? No, you hollered at Neef, and he didn't reply. So.
Oh, that's right.
It's so elegant. Remember?
I think Neff be doing everything, but like actually listen to
making a pizza. Making a pizza right now.
I actually said exactly. He came. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, they need to do. I said, Neff, I just said that. He's like, oh. So, M2K, what you got going on, brother?
I got the Stadia podcast tomorrow. I'm just gonna talk about some of the big news that hit for Stadia this week. We got the 1440p support. Elder Scrolls Online is our next free game, as Nethos was alluding to. So we're getting that free in June. There's been some other stealth drops and just some communication things that we've been talking about in the community. So stay tuned for that around 1 p.m. tomorrow. And besides, I'm going to be doing some more game streams on Twitch. That's about it. Oh, and I got to talk to Nethos about something too. When his podcast comes back, I got to talk to him about something. So
okay,
try and bring something back.
Oh, the RBX. Oh no.
What's the name of that? The R2D2 podcast.
Yeah, R2D2 podcast.
I'm NRO. We I think it's about time to bring back NRO. My wife was trying to put a monkey wrench into that plan, but I think I discovered something. I just got to talk to Nethos.
That was a good podcast. We only had like 2 episodes.
No, man, we had like we got up to 14, and then I had to stop. Yeah, I had to stop because I had to take Mondays off. My wife, acting crazy and shit, making me go up my mother-in-law's, but we'll see.
Moss, I don't understand you. You bleep off some of your words, but then you say 2 cuss words in one sentence. Pick a side. Cuss or don't.
All right. Fuck you, motherfucker. How about that?
All right.
Shit. I got a boo-boo, bitch ass nigga. Rain G4, thank you, sir. Great show and panel. Appreciate it. True Witty, Alice Basha, Freddie Fox. My boys up in here. Yes. But all right, y'all, we out of here, man. You know, we had a great show today. Neff, hey, what's up, Neff?
Hey,
ain't this some shit?
Yeah, that's crazy, Neff. You're right.
Neff is disappeared. The fuck is it? No, I'm trying to shine. Hey, Dud, man, what the fuck is Neff at, Dud?
And True Witty with the $2 before we leave out. Thank you for the $2, True Witty. I'm sorry, Stadia is dead. It needs to go.
Oh,
damn, True Witty. Moss don't like
brother.
that.
I mean,
Moss don't like that.
That's not going to age well, brother. But okay, all right. It's not that. Somebody clip that, brother. Oh
man. All right, y'all. We are about to get out of here. One last time, y'all. Let's say bye to Neff.
All right, my nigga.
Bye, Nethos.
Bye, Nethos.
Bye, Nethos.
All right, now.
Oh, I didn't even know this was only $20.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
Stay quiet.
Oh, that $70 $20? I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I didn't. Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah,
it's 20.
I didn't know that. All right, y'all. We're about to get out of here.
Probably gonna squad up with Neff and Noah and maybe J-Dub if you come around.
Maybe who?
J-Dub.
You fell off now, man.
Hey, it was Noah. He invited him.
Nah, man. Tell Noah. Stop inviting the enemy, man.
Bunny, that dog shit still costs $60.
Which one?
Yeah. You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, it's gonna forever be $60.
Yeah, talking about Zelda. All right, man. They call it Zelda dog shit, y'all. What type of it?
Man, I warned him. Wait a minute, I warned him, and then he got in played, and he was like, "What the fuck? You were right."
Didn't it win Game of the Year?
It don't matter. Who cares? It won Game of the Year. Doesn't necessarily mean it was good for some people.
Man.
For Zelda, like people playing that shit, they thought it was Final Fantasy or some shit.
Peace out.
All right.
Adios, everyone. See you next week.
So you saying that shit wasn't no damn Final Fantasy?
That shit wasn't Zelda, is what I'm saying. Just like God of War 18 wasn't